Okay, now let's look at the difference between partnership and some other forms of organizations. So first, let's look the difference between partnership and a joint stock company. The first thing is the legal status. A firm is not a legal separate entity, while as a joint stock company is a company which is a separate legal entity. Please remember this case, Solomon versus Solomon. It's going to be a very important case for your IPCC also. Agency. In a firm, every partner is an agent of another partner as well as of the firm. But in a company, a member is not an agent of other members of the company. His actions do not bind the company either. The distribution of the profits. The profits of the firm must be distributed among the partners according to the terms of the partnership deed. In a company, there is no such compulsion to distribute profits. Either the entire profits can be distributed on the basis of dividends, or the entire profit can be also kept in the company for future aspects. Extent of liability. In a partnership, the liability of the partners are unlimited. But in a company, the liability of the partners are up till the amount of the shares held by them. Property. The firm's property, that is, which is the joint estate of all the partners. But the company property is in the name of the company, not on the joint name of all its members. A share in the partnership cannot be transferred without the consent of all the partners, while as a share in the joint stock company can be transferred, and if it's a public limited company, it can be even transferred in a smoother manner. Management. Well, the partners manage the partnership business. And in the joint stock company, there is two differences. The management is different from the owners. The owners are the shareholders and the management is done by the board of the directors. Number of members. In a partnership, there is at least 2 members required to start a partnership, but the maximum number of members in a partnership can go is either 10 in the case of a banking business or 20 in the case of other businesses. But in the company, there is no such limit, except for private limited companies. In private limited companies, there is a limit for 50 members. Duration of existence. Unless there is a contract to the contrary, death, retirement, or insolvency of the partner results in the dissolution of the firm. A joint stock company enjoys perpetual succession. They say men may come and men may go, but companies will go on forever. The audit of the accounts of the firm is not compulsory, while as the audit of the accounts of the company is compulsory. Now let's look at the difference between the partnership and the club. Well, we all know that partnership is an association of persons formed for earning profits from a business carried on by all or any one of them, acting for all. But a club is an association of persons formed with an object not to earn profit but for promoting some beneficial purpose, such as improvement of health or providing recreation for the members. Persons forming the partnership are called partners, and partner is agent of another partner. But persons forming the club are called members. A member of a club is not the agent of other members. Interest in the property. Partner has an interest in the property of the firm, but a member does not have any interest in the property of the club. On dissolution, a change in the partners of the firm affects its existence. A change in the membership of the club does not affect its existence. Now let's look at partnership versus Hindu undivided family. Well, let's look at first the mode of creation. As we talked earlier, that partnership is created by an agreement, but joint family or Hindu joint family is by status. It's by birth. Death of a partner. On the death of the partner, ordinarily leads to the dissolution of the partnership. But on the death of any member of the Hindu undivided family, it does not give rise to dissolution of the family business. All partners are equally entitled to take part in the partnership of the business, but that might not be the case in HUF. Every partner, by his act, can bind the firm. That's not the same in an HUF. A partnership, the liability of the partners is unlimited. In a Hindu undivided family, only the liability of the karta is the main member, the eldest male member, is unlimited. And the other co-partners are liable only to the extent of their share in the profits of the family business. So they don't have unlimited liabilities. Calling for the accounts on the closure. A partner can bring a suit against the firm for accounts provided he seeks the dissolution of the firm. On the separation of a joint family, a member is not entitled to ask for the accounts of the book of the firm. Of the family business. Governing law. A partnership is governed by the Partnership Act, and a Hindu undivided family is being governed by the Hindu law. In partnership, a minor cannot become a partner, though he can be admitted to the benefits of the partnership only with the consent of all the other partners. A minor is a member of Hindu undivided family, as every child born in the family is automatically the member of Hindu undivided family. Now let's look at partnership versus co-ownership. Partnership always arises out of contract. Co-ownership may arise from contract, or it can be inheritance also. In partnership, a partner is an agent of other partners, while as co-owners are not agents of each other. They are just co-owners. Nature of the interest. There is community of interest, which means that profits and losses must be shared. The profits and losses must be shared in partnership. Co-ownership need not be necessarily run for profits. A share in the partnership is transferred only by the consent of all other partners. A co-owner may transfer his interest or rights in the property without the consent of another co-owner. Now let's look at partnership versus association. Partnership means and involves setting up relationship of agencies between two or more persons who have entered into a business for gains with the intention to share profits of such business. We all know that. Now, what is an association? Association evolves out of social cause, where there is not necessarily a motive to earn profit. The intention is not to enter into a business for gains. It is to help people. So, a charitable society is an example of association. So, this is the difference between partnership and association.